Welcome to Mocktails Munchies with your favorite Virgin Islander leaks. Let me get straight into it. Today I have nobody other than the man who is known for ruffling feathers, okay? In the VI especially, Red Man. Welcome, Red Man, to the show. How are you?
Welcome. What's going on?
I'm good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Hey, Daddy, that's yours.
That's ours?
No, I don't do nuts, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, nuts.
So, but on the right side then?
Yeah, no nuts in my mouth. Check. I had the pineapple.
Okay.
Pineapple tart and thing. No coconut.
Because they have nut to the end?
I have nut to the end.
Okay.
You check.
So today we have a banana nut muffin. And then we also have a cinnamon coffee muffin.
How come
you ready to try it?
Yeah, but how come they do the cinnamon nut muffin? I like the banana.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to try this one.
Let me try it. Let me see if you like it.
To be honest, as a fat man, you know, so...
You don't like it regardless? How it tastes for real?
Yeah, it tastes nice. You make it?
No.
Okay. So you have to make more. It tastes good.
Okay. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, I really like crispy to the top, is it?
Oh, yeah.
But it's nice and soft in the middle.
Okay. I'm glad you like it.
And wash it back with some alcohol, you know? What time it is? 10 o'clock?
Early. That's what time it is.
Yeah. What's going on?
So for our drink, we have an orange pineapple summer mocktail. But mind you, I see he have his another cup because that one they having, you know?
Right.
The boom. But let me take a sip.
But what this thing is on the end?
Sugar. You thought it was salt?
Man, I don't really do sugar in my tanky truck, but so going on.
Not today, no. Not today.
It tastes good. Hold on, I'm gonna see. Yeah.
It giving summer vibes?
It does. It does have a little alcohol in it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then good. Let me get some alcohol.
Not sure Mocktails Munchies asking for alcohol.
You know, when I first see Mocktails Munchies, that's what I thought it was, you know, like alcoholic drinks. You
No, that's a cocktail. This is a mocktail.
Mocktail. Oh, so you learn something new every day. Look at that.
And do.
Mm-hmm.
So let me start from the beginning.
Very beginning.
Tell us where you were born and where you were raised.
I was born in St. Thomas and I was raised in ghettos.
Stop playing with me. You were born and raised in St. Thomas.
No. It's a difference.
Okay, explain.
Okay, so like ghettos, you really don't have to go no places on the island. Like I really don't know a lot of other places on the island, you know. Like I gotta use MapQuest, so I gotta use like GPS. Chicago, Publix, Pueblo, Kmart, Grand Union. You have Pizza Hut, Wendy's. You have the post office, elementary, high school,
everything
hospital,
right there.
everything right there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Church right there, daycare right there, everything in that area. So really and truly, you know what I mean? Like that's why I say like I raised in the ghettos.
Okay.
But not St. Thomas.
What was that experience like?
Well, for me, it was good because my mother living in ghettos, my mother living in ghettos, my stepfather from in the ghettos, my father from in the ghettos.
Everybody.
So everybody, my whole family, like most of we sitting long on the block, I'll say about 60% of the people who are around me is family, cousin, or married in. You know what I mean? Like that is so it just like a village, you know? So you know when some people will be like, oh man, you gonna die for these projects that's the government own, is like, no. Everybody here is really my family. Yeah. Or married to my family or get children with my family. So ain't like some random people from outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for generations they just been like that. And plus you have co-op, so people own the apartment them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I never had no people used to own them apartments.
So the one them that colorful is the co-op, and the one them that straight yellow is public housing.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
Yeah. That's good.
They ain't got nothing to pay in.
Like $25 a
Yeah.
month, and thing like that. Did I pay?
See,
$50
that's
a
what I
month.
need my rent to be.
What do you mean own it?
Well, it's like a rent to own program. You check. It's co-op. It's like you co-own it with it.
With the housing
Housing,
community.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on it exactly, but
Mhm.
it passed like my grandmother apartment. Like it passed to one either her children or her grandchildren. So it's all so you just keep going, keep going, keep going. You know what I mean? It ain't like you get evicted and
Yeah.
somebody new coming out. I should give it up, I guess.
And you to learn something new every day, just like you say, because I never had that. I never
Yeah.
know you could have owned them thing.
Yeah, that's why up the side and down the
Building
side
everything
is
is
like
where the heck
yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's housing. That's a
I know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it just clicked one time. I'm sorry.
Right, no. Yeah.
Right now, if you had to get a big plate, where are you getting it from?
In St. Thomas?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else.
Not no restaurant?
No. Like okay, well, I like De Niro's. What the one next to De Niro's name?
I don't even know
That's
what
De
De
Niro's.
Niro's is.
In Vitraco Mall, man. The Spanish place.
Is it Lord what call Rancho Latino?
Rancho Latino.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rancho
That one they
Latino. Sibs for sure, because you're not going to always support Leo and whatever he get going on.
Mm-hmm.
Rendezvous.
I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, Rendezvous is a nice vibe. And then they get this one place. Damn, I keep forgetting what the woman name is, Out like Lime Street, like out Annos. Did I make pressure? I take me there one time. Did I make like Ital food and stuff like that? But that's like home cooking,
Mm-hmm.
But like restaurant food, I wouldn't recommend restaurant food for the like. If you're a foodie, I really wouldn't recommend restaurant food in St. Thomas. Because St. Thomas is a hustle bustle place.
Yeah.
Nobody, I say like Crucians know how to cook. Ain't got no fucking body over there. So you could take your time in a restaurant and sweep down your food how you want. In St. Thomas you got, line long, people moving. Let's go, hurry up. I gotta get back to work.
So who have the better food, Cruz or Rack?
I'm gonna say St. Thomas because I just like the Tatola implementation, into the food, into the cuisine. Did I use a lot of like, sofrito and sazon over there?
They do.
Did I put sazon
But there's a
on
lot of
everything?
Spanish people over there.
Yeah, did I put sazon in the special and all? The lindi for our crucians. But yeah, did I put sazon in everything? But they could cook. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Don't play them like that now.
I eat from Dingo wife. She could cook for sure. And then damn, I forgot her name. She from in the West too, and she had make me a plate when I went over there. She cook. Crucians could cook, They can't.
Sorting one.
Yeah, I just don't like how they are like blanket. Like if you're a Crucian, you could cook, or if you're from St. Thomas, you can't cook. You just to be eating from the wrong people.
Yeah.
Or you don't know where to go.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because when I used to go over there for National Guard, I can't say like the food was like super top tier. Like I would have much rather St. Thomas food.
Yeah, it ain't blowing me away.
Yeah.
It's
like basic. Like
yeah,
we're going to survive.
Yeah.
We're going to survive.
Yeah.
Unless you find the right person.
They ain't really get much to offer, so they gotta hang. They gotta hang on to something. Like what beach you gonna go to? Nah, man, I love my Crucian. No, I love my Crucian for real. I just like to antagonize them because, you just been doing that from young, man.
Yeah.
Or Crucian part, them come over, you crack joke and them hold it attack and stuff like that. It don't mean no harm. Some people that take it personal, but that's their personal problem. That's why I can't taking it personal. Ain't nothing to do with me.
So let me get into your viral moments when you were on live and you were driving and a tire out of nowhere come through and hit you. What was that moment like?
I mean, I think for everybody, all right. First thing first, this how we start. A person was on live trying to kill himself. You check? So I was on live like, everybody on live like, don't do it. And I was on live like, do it. Because when you come in on live with a gun for to kill yourself in front of everybody, might as well you're doing. Right?
That's how I feel about people who don't come online and cry. Like, I feel like it's like attention seeking, but we don't know what people going through. So people will vent different ways and cope with stuff different ways.
So what you want to do if you're on social media? Go by the
I'm
post
not
office?
sure.
Like, where you are going to get our attention from
I'm
to
not
do
sure.
that part? I mean, every to each his own, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So then they roll over into the next day, and they were like, I guess I was talking about it. I was coming up from, damn, you know what? You know why again that happened to me? I was cheating. I was cheating. That's how that happened to me. I get punished.
Karma.
Bad. I was coming up from DC. I was coming back to Philadelphia, check, and it had a truck in front of me and a car inside of me, and then you know like the big concrete median,
Yeah.
and you know the spare tire that be underneath the truck.
Yeah.
His spare tire dropped, and I couldn't go left or right. And I was like, look at that fuck. Boom, that fuck up my fuck. You know what I mean? Avalanche is what really make it go viral, you know.
Yeah.
Cause he turned it into a
song.
Yeah, that's what really make it went viral, and then, you know what I mean? I just capitalize on it, and like, you know, for me, if that gonna give me the attention, then I gonna capitalize on it so it could benefit me.
Yeah.
In certain ways, I'm gonna just be like, okay, I went viral. You know, I always saw the internet after High Five. Remember High Five?
I sure do.
High Five were more like social media for me.
Mhm.
Like I socializing, because at that point in time, that was like, other than MySpace, that was like the first thing for VI people to really reconnect with us, who went to States and who been gone for a while and who you ain't seen a couple of years. But see, when Facebook come,
That was it.
that was like a tool. I saw it as a tool. You see what I'm saying? Even before monetization was a thing. So
Mhm.
when monetization became a thing, I was already prepared. I was already established. I'm gonna say I see monetization coming,
Yeah.
but I saw the trend of less TV, more social media.
Mhm.
And if that's the case, then advertisers,
Go and use
I just
that
didn't know what we're going to look like.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I was kind of like ahead of the curve on that.
I never had thought about that when I had High Five. I was just like
I was just
connecting with people.
I was going. I just be.
What a pass you have, eh? What a pass you
I have
have.
a pass like every other man. They just don't want to see.
Mm.
I will say it all up.
You're basically like a jack of all trades,
Mm.
right? What is it like juggling fatherhood, being a manager, and having the podcast Caribbean Currency?
Is a lot, and really actually my children that suffer the most, because one, I leave from Philadelphia. I've been with them up there for 11 years, and I came here. I remember I came here because Todd was here,
Mm-hmm.
and we had just started to get our thing rolling, and I was like, man, it's gonna be hard to manage over the phone from a distance.
Yeah.
I knew it because my management style is to really immerse myself into the artist, what they get going on. Not just like, oh, you got a booking over here, oh, you have this over here, but what your life going like, your decision making, how you
Mhm.
seeing things from a perspective. Because artists have entitlement expectations. You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to do these things for them,
Yeah.
which is fine. You know, maybe you might find somebody who won't do a lot of things for you. But what if you don't?
Mm.
So I more would immerse myself into helping them to understand how to do things for yourself,
Yeah.
and stop having these high expectations that when they're not met, then
You're
you
disappointed.
you're disappointing, you crashing. Because then when they crash and they're disappointed, it'll just stop everything else in the process, and you
Yeah.
can't move forward. You gotta be able to walk through the trauma, walk through the drama, walk through all the obstacles. You can't stop walking just because some tragedy happening in your
yeah.
life. Because guess what? You have other people that are depending on you to make money.
Mhm.
None of us ain't making no money. We waiting for you to blow so we could all eat. So if you keep stopping going,
Yeah.
oh, this happened, my toe hurting, my girl leave me, my grandmother dead, who cares? I invested my time into you. You have to, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
ever see Walmart shut down because the man who owned Walmart, grandmother dead?
No.
No money got to make.
Yep. It's
So
a
if-
consistent thing.
And one thing artists fail to realize is that use the bars. I'm not the boss, so I could only go as you go. So you have to have that energy, like you want to blow, which
Yeah.
makes other people come around you to support you.
Mm-hmm.
But
And that's how you elevate.
And that's how you elevate. But if you ain't get a tenacious hunger, you know, artists will be like, oh yeah, if I had a studio, then they get a studio, then okay.
They ain't doing
Oh,
nothing.
then they go find something else. Oh, if I had this, and if I had that, and if I had this, and
Yeah.
you don't have it. So what you
Instead of
gonna do?
sticking to the plan.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So it just my children them suffer the most, relationships suffer the most because when I task oriented, I just immerse myself into the task. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And if my philosophy is like, if I have something that I want to accomplish, and I give it 50%, it's going to take long.
Mm-hmm.
Versus if I give it 100%, it could happen quicker. If I keep pausing and stopping because of a situation, it's just going to elongate how long
Yeah.
I might could reach where
I
I
push
try.
hard.
Right. So, family life, that's a work-life balance, You got to figure it out.
Got
It's
to.
hard for me to figure out. I just want to win. So
Everybody, my son, I am the
Yeah.
same boat. Let me get into like the music part. You manage several artists,
Mhm.
and Fliz Up is one of them.
Mhm.
So what was that transition like? Because we know he was with West Bank. So what was that transition like for the both of you?
Well, see, originally, okay, he was signed to West Bank as an artist, as a label.
Mm-hmm.
But before West Bank come along, me and Ineka Hadj, which is Nika Nix, and Nika Nix, she was in St. Croix, Flizzap was in St. Croix, so she was more hands-on,
With him.
and I was more like executive in the
Mhm.
management, because we have a management company called Gang Like Management Co. So he had come to us one day and he said, yo, West Bank wants to sign me. So you're like, cool, that's great. That's like what
Yeah,
we're
because that's a
working.
label.
That's what you're working
Mhm.
towards, like getting some recognition, sign to a label. When you get some financial backing,
Yeah.
it fast forward your career a little bit more, things easier, shoot videos easier, move around easier, buy clothes, you have a budget. So then he come back and you're like, yeah, they want to sign me because I signed to you. And I was like, well, you're not signed to me, and I'm your manager.
Yeah.
We're your management team. That's different from a label. They're like, oh yeah, they understand it, but they ain't want to do it if you attached to me. So I was like, all right, cool. I would say, all right, cool. I tell Nika, look, cool. I ain't gonna never be the person. Like, if you never see $1 million, if you never see 100,000, if you never see that type of money before, why would I block you from that opportunity?
Facts.
Just because I poured into you a little bit, or I
Mhm.
guided you, or assisted you, or the goal is for you to get
Where you need to
where
be.
you is.
Yeah.
No, if you get to that position and you don't move righteously, in my mind, that's between you and God.
Yeah.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. But I ain't gonna block that part. So I just, leave it go. When that situation started to deteriorate and dissolve,
Mhm.
is when he came back and was like, yo, boop, 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 boop. So Nika called me, she was like, man, he might not really know how you might feel about it. And I was like, that's a youth. Why would I be mad at a youth for making a decision, a financial? Remember, no, you from St. Croix, you from a rich family,
Mhm.
you just got influx of money. Why would I be mad at you for taking that opportunity as a youth?
Yeah.
You don't really know too much. You gotta go through this. So of course, when he come back, open arms, you know what I mean? Let's get a walk, let's figure it out. You know what I mean? We try our best to like figure it out with West Bank, but it just didn't materialize in a manner that work for both sides. It
Yeah.
kind of lead to a little bit of tension, but
And sometimes that it'll happen in business.
So that's what happened.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Do you believe that beef hurts a lot the VI rappers from elevating?
Yeah, for sure. And that's like one thing I try to preach to Kwan all the time. Like, yo, I have people in the ghettos I love you, You know what I mean? So I ain't saying you. I gonna always tell a person I'm from ghettos, right?
Yeah.
I'm never gonna shy away from that. So I don't never want you to shy away from saying that you from Tutu. Embrace that.
Mm-hmm.
Pressure from in the ghettos, but he embraced the VI.
Mm-hmm.
Pressure will let you know, like, I from the ghettos, like, no uncertain terms.
Yeah.
In a personal setting. But in a public setting, he gonna let you know he from the VI.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to learn how to balance that and understand that get people who ain't got nothing to do with beef that like your music in this project. And if you either dissing people in this project or dissing this project, understand those same people who don't have nothing to do with beef, you still dissing their cousins, their nephews, their auntie. You know what I mean? So that's just going to lead to
Friction.
angst. You see what I'm saying? So you have to grow out past that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'll happen to a lot of people when they're children because they feel like, since I know you since 5 years old, like I owe you some type of loyalty. But you only really owe loyalty to people you've been through shit with.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Real shit with. You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
My part of them are 5, I still know them, I hail them, but I don't do business with them. I do business with a whole set of people I wasn't even ramping with when I was 10, 15, 20.
And over the years, things will change. People will grow. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But kudos to Quan, he did.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He had a different part. He have a different mindset. He connect with some my partner them from in the city, and he just kind of like embraced that. And you know, I would love for him to make more music, but you know, he young and he enjoying his life and the fruits that he labor. I think he gonna get back to it. He you know, he suffered like 2 losses in less than a year that kind of really like had derailed him, you know.
Yeah.
He had never really suffered losses in life before like that. So that it kind of like slow him down. But he up and up. I know he'd be making his music. He just probably waiting for the right time to kind of like present it back to everybody. But beef that slow everything now.
Everything.
Especially a small place like the VI. You can't divide up the population and think you won't win.
Yeah.
You need everybody to love you in the VI to then catapult you to other islands or other areas. You can't just like, you know, I from East and you from West, or he from Grove and he from JFK. You know, like that going just...
And it's going to be a forever thing. I don't really foresee it ending anytime soon.
Well, you know, man, look, when people hot, they're hot, you know. And loss of life is a deep thing.
Yeah.
So it's hard to squash a lot of stuff, you know. Some people ain't just really taking that pain, but the reality of it is, if you're a rapper, you have that power, though.
Yeah.
To mend a lot of fences. You see what I'm saying? You could be the bigger person in a lot of situations. Bygones is bygones. Let's get this money. Imagine if it had Chopper, Quan, Fati, Flizza, Banco, and a mixtape. That mixtape will just make money.
Yeah.
Because imagine if they want songs together, flipping back and forth. We don't have that luxury to be like that.
Yeah.
I love street music. I like mood music. So if it is love, one time I feel like I want to listen to love. One time I want to listen to street. One time I want to listen to shit about girl. You know what I mean? I like all kind of music. So they have a place for them.
But and it's up to them,
listen,
though.
And then I stream the most out of everybody in the VI outside of like Tim.
Yeah.
The genre that I stream the most in the Virgin Islands is gangster rap music. Period. So nobody can tell me people want to hear something else. If you wanted to hear something else, then you'd make these other people blow up.
Yeah.
Who that? Cause what my boy name? I Fuego. Right, Jelani Kindle. He that make good music, good rap music that don't get nothing to do with violence.
Yeah.
But are you blowing him up though? So all you all this screaming, oh.
But it's the mindset.
No, but the regular people them who ain't even into gangster rap ain't blowing up Jelani Kindle.
Yeah.
So you complaining about the gangster rappers making their music when you could go blow up this dude.
Yeah.
But you ain't blowing this dude up. So you don't like that music neither. So you just hating on these dudes because they're making a type of music that you feel is influencing the youth.
Yeah.
Bro, okay. So you mean to tell me that this 21-year-old have more influence on your child than you? And he's the problem. No, you's the problem. You understand what I'm saying? It's a parental advisory.
Facts.
Okay, so if they're not making this music for your child, they're making this music, your child consuming this music. That's up to you to decide what your child could consume or shouldn't consume.
It's true.
You know what I mean? So you can't just point on them. And they're making what they feel like making. If they don't feel like talking about girls, go listen to the dude who talking about girls. You could change the channel, you know. Why you complain? I don't watch gay TV. So I mean never complaining about gay TV. I change the channel. It ain't for me.
Ain't for you. So I remember my husband have recorded one of your artists, Spliffy.
Yeah.
He has a lot of talent. What going on with him? How is he doing?
Well, me ain't work with Spliffy in a minute, but let me say this here. Spliffy is an extremely talented individual. Like when I tell you, like it's in his bones. Like he could make music, he could make a song, he could rap. He probably, if not the best rapper in the Virgin Islands. And one thing to know about Spliffy, like Spliffy is one of them rappers artists I admire because of the type of father he is. You check, like Spliffy love his children them.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And sometimes the difficulties he that go through with his children that derail he interest in music or just he mood. He's a cancer. You check? So
am I.
So he
I don't
moody.
already know.
You check? And that I would hope from a distance in the future that doesn't continue to hinder him.
Yeah.
Because the world need to hear, not the VI, the world need to hear Spliffy. Spliffy like one of them guys. Like super talented. You know, like how I have a basketball player, like he could have went to the NBA.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be that person. I want it to be like, yo, he, you know what I'm saying? Because he's really great. He's good.
How you feel about, well, first of all, rest in peace to Petty God.
Yeah.
But how you feel the VI rap game would have been if he was still here?
He'd have been on top. He's total package. And the reason he's a total package is because he ain't afraid to go on the internet. He ain't afraid to promote himself.
Yes.
He ain't afraid for controversy. He ain't gonna just talk about music. He going to be relevant all the time.
Yep.
And then he gonna put out a song and then you have to listen to the song because he's relevant. So everything
smart marketing.
Right, but this is the thing you try to tell these rappers. Why are you trying to be cool? Like, oh, the internet, like, them pictures and them type of fucking that's cool and fuck with that. Like, what? Nobody don't give a shit about that. Put yourself out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, Petty God were really great at that, man. But matter of fact, let me tell you how Petty God start rapping. No, I ain't saying he could have always rapping. We had this group chat, man. Yeah, the group chat were like me, Celos, Ashton, Negasi, and heavily Manny, Kemani Mali would be our favorite, and then a bunch of Tutu man. So it was like Tutu dominated. So I was like a back and forth, country tongue, ghettos, Tutu,
yeah.
fuck you know what I mean? So most of the time we were just in there to kind of like talk about local music, critique local music, argue about local music. And then Petty come in a chat one day with a song and it was like, point out. You finally put the song, pew, gone.
Crazy.
Cause he'd be on beat, he'd articulate well. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he lingo up to date. You know what I mean? Like, Timo say some shit like, I ain't my scant with a girl. Nobody don't say scant no more, man. So you gotta update that lingo a little bit. You know, he's the greatest rapper out of the Virgin Islands. Timo is, period, hands down. Run circles around anybody. Yeah. Make music better.
He's really, really good.
No, he's different. He's an alien. You sit down and watch this man make music. He and his brother, they're aliens. This thing ain't normal. It's like everybody could do this. He's super talented. I would tell you, like, just update the lingo and then you'll catch the people.
With the times.
Catch people who's 18. Keep yours, what you that talk about, update the lingo. Still the times. But outside of Timo, as far as like dancing on a beat and just giving you that flow, that bounce that could play in a party, even if it's like gun talk. See, like, Petty God would talk street shit, but it could play in a party because he just have that
vibe.
He just have that vibe.
Some of the lives that I catch him on too, he to me, he just seems like, I gonna say what my mind, and then if you fact check it, it probably true. Yeah,
that was like
he's a realist.
He is. That was my first foray into like really managing somebody. You know what I mean? And then he's who introduced me to Flizzard.
Okay.
Music.
So that's how that connection come about.
And then Priceless. Priceless is you know Priceless. You got so homework. When it's said done, go find Priceless.
Okay.
And Apple and anything. When I tell you, this is like a spliffy of Tatola. Like this dude, different.
You manage him also?
Yeah,
Okay.
different, like animal with it. It just, the problem is that in a time when rap were heavy,
Mm-hmm.
it just didn't have enough media coverage. It didn't have a VI outlet. It didn't have enough. It didn't have a West Girl. It didn't
I
have.
see what you're saying.
In order for things to be big in the Virgin Islands, it have to have like a you, a me, a good up podcast, a with the green.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have to have different
platforms for these
covering things to push us out into the world.
Yeah.
We need media to catapult us out into the world because our population within the algorithm is not going to do it by itself.
Yeah.
So if we talking about it, covering it, that's like it had Neva them had one. Neva, if you're watching, forgive me. I can't remember I forget the name of it, but she had a segment. She used to do a platform. She used to do her thing, and I would say, man, if they could just be consistent, that'd be like the 106 and Park. That's like group of artists and locals that go to like be presented. You know what I mean? So them type of stuff is what inspired me. And then when Kai like, yo, let's do a podcast, I was like, this is my cousin, more like my brother I grew up with, Toto. So yeah, let me do yin and yang type stuff.
Being a manager takes a lot of patience, vision, and leadership. What lessons have you learned like on this journey of managing artists?
Know when to let go. You know what I mean?
That's your biggest lesson too, huh?
Yeah, because like I say, man, you don't get attached,
Yeah.
First of all, most of the people that you're managing come from the environment you come from.
Yeah.
So when you're older, you just feel like it's your duty to help a person get out of the hood, the ghetto, the street. You're going to have like a affinity to them. You know what I mean? You want to see them win. You want to tell them the mistakes you made so that they don't make those mistakes. And then if you don't get them out, and if you don't get them to evolve, you'll feel like a failure. So you don't want to feel like a failure. And a failure for us mean you might die. Petty God died. I felt like I cried when Petty God died. Steelo. Let me tell you, I had a letter written to the judge for Steelo, right? To get him so he could travel and get bookings and stuff, and just let him know, like, okay, I have him now. I dealing with him. Working with him. So, just a string to the judge to show that I have people in the community that really kind of have this career thing on, and it's just not like a hobby. And I think I went to court and they changed the date, right? And then within a couple of days he died. So you feel like a failure. You feel like, damn, I couldn't pull this one out.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, with some artists, you have to learn to let go, because if you don't let go, they're going to pull you in rather than you pulling them out. And it don't necessarily mean street things. It mean like you're going to lose yourself.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's really the biggest lesson. I think I get maybe too much patience with artists. You know what I mean? But yeah, you have to have patience and you have to have a vision. And then you got to also remember that they're young.
Yeah.
And that gift for me is a course, because when I was that age, I was a knucklehead. I didn't fucking listen. I did what the fuck I wanted to do, and I fucked up a lot of shit. So I can't talk to them like I never did what they're doing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to still try to find a balance.
Yeah.
To stop them from doing what they're doing.
Gotta be a little stone.
You gotta be an asshole every now and again. You know what I mean? But that'll just really be it, man. You just want to see them come out, and just thrive.
Let me get into the podcast. Did Kyle just come up to you one day and was like, man, we need to start a podcast. Everybody have a podcast. Let me do ours.
I don't know who the fuck had a podcast, to be honest with you.
No, I'm talking about in the mainstream media. Not for the VI.
I think Kyle, remember Kyle was doing credit. You see what I'm saying? And Kyle have a lot to say, and he's passionate about change. and you want to see people in the Virgin Islands life change and focus change. Like, we too materialistic, we want to be outside, we want to be seen, we want to, like, be in a mix. And it's more of like, let's get our credit right first. Let's try to gain property. Because ours ain't going no place. I tell a person 21, me and you in the same party, We are rum punch. I'm 41, you're 21. You have 20 years, trust me. Rum punch or something like rum punch is going to be here. You're not going to miss it. So use now to build. And then, you are
party later.
Because you are wrong people who done building.
Yep.
You ain't build, you wasting time. You see what I'm saying? So that what Kyle always wanted, like, to push that in. And I always wanted to be in the public space as far as communicating to the public about my true thoughts, not the funny stuff, not the ruffling feather stuff. Like, that is to keep relevance. This is what I want to do.
This is mostly your passion.
This is my passion. So people approach me about being on the radio, being on their platforms, but just never really, I ain't gonna say like I didn't want to, but I know in dealing with other people's stuff, you're going to try to box me in, or I can't do certain things, or I can't say certain things, or you're gonna complain about my posting on social media and what I doing over there. And with Kyle, I don't have to worry about that. Now he going to say certain things now. Kyle gonna be like, okay,
like hold it on.
But I could take it from Kyle because Kyle know me.
Yeah.
I know my heart, I know my mind. So whenever he do say it, then I know for sure it went too far, or I need to close it because he know me. Somebody else who don't know me, you can't tell me what too far is, and you don't know my heart or my mind. You just scared of what repercussions might come from what I say. You see what I'm saying? So when Kyle come and approach me about it, it was really like a breath of fresh air. Check, it was easy answer. Oh yeah, let me do it, bro. Because this is how I want to be seen. Like, this is what I want to project, Yeah. I love the jokes. I love the fun. I love to start a part. I'm going to write a post to aggravate people. Like, anytime I know I could do something, like if I know I could aggravate you, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
If I know I could get up under your skin, I'm going to spend all day fucking with you. You got to try to punch me off or something. Because that's a weakness.
Yeah.
I could get up under your skin. I could push your buttons. I could control you. I could make you mad, trick you out however you in. Yeah, that's a weakness.
So I recently faced some backlash.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Dirty Heart. And somebody basically say, are you using Dirty Heart interview for views?
Right.
How did that make you feel?
I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give two flying fucks. And not to say that you shouldn't. It had really, you see, like, I've been in the social media game so long.
Yeah.
You see how good Kyle is a good dude, They'll turn on him. But he's a good dude. Okay, let's say he's a bad dude. They're still turning on me.
Yeah.
So it don't matter if you good or bad. These people fickle. You see what I'm saying? And they want explanation as if they're the boss. You're not the boss. Okay? And the truth about it is we've shot so much interviews. Like, our game plan was always to, like, pile them up. So that if anything, because, remember, we have personal lives now.
Yep.
We have to manage. We have to fix credit. We got to go to schools and talk. We always going, we always gone, and we have our families. So we try to build it up so that we have, in case we have a slow time, we could pump something out and maintain. So that's what happened with Petty God. It was fine. I'm not Petty God. I'm Dirty Heart. It's finding the right space to point out. No. Kyla hit me up and he was like, man, we need to pull this Negos interview. And I was like, nah, I can't pull another comedian from someplace else before I pull our comedian. Now, remember now, Dirty Heart been on a while and nobody interviewed Dirty Heart,
Yeah.
Nobody found it important to interview him. Kyle specifically for sure was like, no, like, this dude is a commodity of the Virgin Islands. This dude is like a staple, and we need to interview him.
Yeah.
So we did it. So anyway, we were like poured in. I was like, nah, we got poured dirty half first, man. And then a couple days later, he passed away. And it was listen, you know when they put in a group chat that he passed away, I saw it and I never went in because I was walking. It's only till the end of the day I was like, damn. At the end of the day is when it hit me. You know?
Wow.
Like damn, like it real. You know what I mean? Because I never expect dirty heart of our people.
Of all people,
like,
right?
I never foresee that happening.
And it's like two people basically lose their lives. Because he was only 15 years old.
Yeah.
Like you throw your life away.
Yeah. You know, here's the thing, right? And had a discussion and Pryor had make a real, you know, I understood Pryor's point and it was really articulated well and I'm sympathetic to what he said because I'm from the same environment.
Wait, you talking about a dude who went on live? I watch it too. I want to see what's your viewpoint because I have a viewpoint on that.
Right. So the reality of it is what we have to really remember now. Kyle come up in the same exact environment I come up in it.
Mm-hmm.
The same exact environment. Kyle never been in trouble like I've been in trouble. Never ever been through anything like I've been through. The difference is Kyle was strong in moments I was weak.
Mm-hmm.
But in our community, we like to portray the weak decisions as strength. He shoot, he fight. No, that's weak. That's unintelligible. You know what I'm saying? Like we made bad decisions. We have choices to make.
Yeah. First
thing first, yes, there's the environments are bad and it fosters a space where things like this could frequently happen to young men like us.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. But what is also true that we have to really acknowledge is that we made weak decisions as young men. We have to be accountable to that first.
Yeah.
And also when we're talking about the environment, because Kyle didn't make weak decisions. There's a lot of people where we're from didn't make weak decisions. Pressure didn't make weak decisions.
Exactly.
Pressure was in the midst of, matter of fact, Pressure generation, especially in the ghettos, was probably the most violent out of all of us in his generation. To me, when I was coming up, Pressure was only 3 years older than me, but when I say generation, like his age, they were violent. They had a lot of violent young men in the ghettos. You see what I'm saying? That had the propensity to do real violence. And Pressure never made them decisions. So what's the difference? Just the strength. We, you know what I mean? You might feel like, damn, I gotta do this. That's weak. You don't have to do nothing. Yeah. You didn't do it because you don't want to hear what the feedback will be when you didn't do it. When you didn't stand up, you don't want to hear the part of them who you value come and tell you, yeah, you're a punk, you do this and that.
It's true.
So really and truly, you think you're being strong, but you're weak to these dudes.
Because when I watched that live, like you say, I agreed with a lot of the things that he was saying, and I was very empathetic and sympathetic towards the situation. But at the end of the day, there was only one victim. He made it seem like there was two. If I make a choice to do something like this and take somebody's life, I am no longer a victim. I don't have the right to say that I'm a victim.
You think that I have that same energy for a rapist? No, right?
No.
Well, that's how you that determine logic. Somebody lose a life, but this man is a victim. A 15-year-old laid on top of a 9-year-old girl. He environment make him he's a rapist, right? It's just different, right? So it's just the logic.
When he said that, I say, oh yeah.
So the circumstances does create individuals like us and him, but we still have a decision to make in the face of adversity. Is who you're going to find out who you actually are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And who you surround yourself with is going to paint that picture for you. Because if you surround yourself with people that support that, then you know, is a talk. Yeah, I'm sorry.
What I'm saying is, they'll say, like your parents used to always say you're known by the company you keep.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
It's true.
That's true. Yeah, keep yourself in good company. Most of us, you know what I mean. Like, yeah, I understand what Pryor's saying, and I respect it because, you know, like Pryor and most of us, we come from that cloth, but at the same time, still have to acknowledge the fact that our decision-making skills are poor and we're weak men. That's all it is with weak men, man. We have a community to deal with, you know what I'm saying, as men. So if we ain't making the right decisions, then the reality of it is we weak in certain areas, not all areas, but certain respects.
So do you feel like there's a lack of, let's just say, like men like you who really want to get the youth them out of the hood, not specifically out of the hood, because they could be in the hood and still make good decisions, but do you think that there is a lack of representation back home of that?
No, I think you have a lot of men out there. Honestly, I believe more men that counsel young men than women counsel young women in the Virgin Islands, I think the thing is how deep you want to go, Malikwa. You see what I'm saying? So a man might come on the corner and say, yo, put on the gun, and stop, do this and stop do that, and that's it. That's the end of it for him. And another individual might immerse himself a little bit deeper, and another might do it even deeper. But remember, you gotta know when to let go.
Yeah.
Because the deeper you get with you, the deeper you get into like trying to help him out. Especially when you have a family, you have to neglect something to give something. Somebody getting neglected with this effort you putting in. Somebody have to sacrifice over here with this effort you putting in. So I think I have a lot of men out here who that try to stare you right. So most of them just ain't gonna go as deep as we would like.
They're just doing it surface level, and that might be the problem. Because I said that the other day on my my podcast. I said that there is a lack of like real men, basically, like to actually guide them. It's like I have a better understanding.
And then you take kill
because it's true. They will
them youth will kill you. Like if you go wrong them the wrong way or you push up on them too strong. First of all, a lot of them being raised by single mothers, which is us men fault again because we live in mother single, right? So they're taking on traits of a woman. So when you come tell them something now, and they get raised by a single woman who never don't know authority from a man.
Automatically defense mode.
Gonna respond like his mother. You see what I'm saying? Rather than the understanding and discernment of like if I had a father figure around. You see what I'm saying? So it's so many. That's why I say what Prior saying wasn't completely wrong. It's just you still got to add the accountability to that youth man. He still have to be accountable for the decision he made. He know the gun he had is illegal. That's the first decision. He went broad daylight. He could have said, you know what, this is a batch robbery, we're gonna bust off. You shoot him. You see what I'm saying? No. He right. 2 lives are lost. We got a youth gone jail for however how long he might go jail for, and we lose dirty heart. You see what I'm saying? But he still got to be accountable for his decision making, and that's just the reality of it.
True. A lot of people was like underneath the comments basically saying like, oh, he should get life, he should get this, blah 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 blah. But nobody knows how his parents feel. We ain't the ones to judge how long he should get, but should he be held accountable? Of course. And should he be made an example of so that other people his age don't make that decision? Yes, I agree. But we can't just be saying, oh, he should get life for this, which I doubt he will.
Right. So here's the thing. Jail is not a deterrent for youths in the Virgin Islands. Because in a jail, you're smoking the best weed, you're playing PlayStation, you're getting Jordan. They have cell phones, they'll be on live, they'll talk to the parent of them. So it's no longer like you're separated from the world and that's a consequence. It's almost like boot camp for them. So jail is not a deterrent for youth in the Virgin Islands. And nor should it ever be a deterrent for anybody. Like, oh, you know what? I ain't going to do this here because I'm going to get life. No, I ain't going to do this here because it's wrong. You see what I'm saying? So if we keep using jail and time and telling people in the comments like this going to be a deterrent, it's been like that for years, ain't deter shit.
True.
So, and then jail, police and jail is the back end of society. That's last resort. But we like to push them out to the front like it's the first line of defense. When the first line of defense is how the in-home is. Again, fix your credit, put yourself in a financial space where you ain't gotta work 2 to 3 jobs for long, and you could really find a time to put your son or your daughter in an environment where they could flourish. And take them out the situation. Now, I saying it like it easy, but nothing worth having is easy.
Yeah.
If it were easy to get $1 million,
I would have had $1 million.
And then it wouldn't feel like $1 million.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? It's hard to get things that you desire. So this mind, like, it's hard. Of course it's hard. The American dream is hard. You don't just dream it up and this not this New Orleans, Alice in Wonderland. You gotta work towards it. You see what I'm saying? So we have to fix these things on the front end first, and then ease the pressure off the back end, and you won't have so much, school to prison pipelines. Like, imagine if you look at a prison, it look like a school, If you look at a school, it look like a prison.
Yeah.
So who in our community now, our small community, going to say, you know what? The next school that we build, let we just make it look different and open and wide with windows that don't look like a prison. And let's not do lunch like how the prisoner do lunch, because that's how the prisoner do lunch. Everybody gather in the cafeteria, walk in a single file line. That's prison work. That's the only way to keep order. Yeah. No. How about you just have outside tables where children could sit down, like they're in an open space and nature and eat with.
Would you think that would ever happen though? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Not in a VI.
I mean, they could put me in charge.
They're so stuck in their ways. Like the VI need a lot of work.
They could put me in charge.
They can.
But it's a scammer. So if you give me 10 million, I'm going to hold 2 and I'm going to make the 8 work.
At least you're telling the truth.
I being real. I don't care if my politician take 2 out of 10. Just do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And we're going to have your back in the VI for sure. But if you take in 2 and nothing ain't happening.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
Time to get into some posts.
Yeah.
From the one and only Redman.
Mm-hmm.
But before we do that, your Facebook, I guess like the bio, it says father, sinner, survivor, manager. What do all of those things personally mean to you?
So father is first thing first, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't a perfect father, but as my children would say, I perfect for them. You see what I'm saying? I love fatherhood. It teach me a lot of things. Them really my homies. The oldest one don't listen too much. She's a renegade. I feel like that's my karma. Like, wow. Just don't be a skit.
And you have all girls.
Yeah. That's what I be saying in my head about my oldest daughter. I was a skit. Please, just don't be a skit.
Why would she be? She's being raised right.
Yeah, but I was raised right too.
Oh.
Okay, so it's like...
Why are you so honest? Like how you just now say you want your daughter them to be no skit.
Yeah, because I feel like people like to pop a facade, you check?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't want to live in reality. They want to build this fantasy world and live in the comfort of that. I like to pull a band-aid up. The reality of it is all of us men don't want our daughters to be a skit.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we skits. Like, we don't want them to face that judgment, that karma. We just don't want it.
Yeah.
No, you could not say it out loud if you want because you're trying to please Tom, Dick, and Harry and present some sort of image. No, but I have to be as authentic as I possibly can, even in my flaws. That's why sinner is there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a sinner. I might lie today. I might do some fucked up shit today. Like, I am not perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't here to preach to you from a perspective of perfection.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to tell you things from a perception of I went through it. I'm an example. And I'm like, you run the stoplight the other day? That's against the law. Right. So, studies will show you if you break just the smallest law, you have the ability to break the biggest law. You have no respect for authority.
Mm-hmm.
But then you would speak from a place of authority when you have no respect for authority. So let's just put all out on the table. Like Bob Marley say, put the cards out. So you see what it is. I have an ace and I have a joker. You see what I'm saying? So I serious and I a clown. You know what I'm saying? So I won't make mistakes. So you just gotta put out there. You know what I mean? Be blunt. If I feel like if most people in the world are blunt to each, me and my partner not get along because we blunt and
Yeah.
real to each other. You check like you fucked up. Nah, that ain't it, my boy. If you like you on cover and not daddy, then you don't need to be around me because I don't mean no harm to you. I try and jolt you into reality because
Yeah.
you obviously in some fantasy world where you think it'll go this way and it don't go that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so crazy. It would appear like women hate me online, but
Yes, it would.
60% of my followers is women.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So for me, growing up in a household with nothing but women, because my grandmother have 10 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And me and my brother were the first boys in the family on my mother's side.
Oh wow.
I kind of had my mother is, let's just say my mother was 50.
Mm-hmm.
Then she have sisters in her 40s, sisters in their 30s, and sisters in their 20s, and then sisters our age in the teens. So I get to see the full spectrum of women in one
From the
sitting.
top, go straight down.
From how you act when you're 18 and when you act when you're 50 or 40. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I seeing things now as an adult, I am going to shock you into reality. I'm not going to like nice it up for you and like, I don't want your vagina. I want your mind to be right, especially knowing that the Virgin Islands is predominantly women driven because fathers ain't wrong. I can't make a father be a father, but you done a mother. So I'm going to tell you certain things. Not for my ego, you know, because I fucking leave you. So it ain't for me. It's for you. Like I want you to wake up and see what's going on. You got another dude out there going to say nice. Go to him. Leave he rub your back. You check? But he going to charge you and leave you dumb. I going to charge you and leave you smart. So you gotta pick
a win is a win.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be a dummy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I gonna tell you what's going on, how to move. Like this is I can't be around nobody and not give them vibes.
Yeah. You do not that gonna turn you into the bad guy though.
Oh, that's fine. I like the Joker. I like
Thanos. Being the villain.
If you think about it, Thanos was right, you know. The universe need balance. So let's kill half of the people them right now.
No, he don't like it.
So it could go on. He didn't want to do it.
Red man don't like it. He can't tell me he like it.
No, I don't like being a villain. I don't have to deal with it. Mm-hmm. No, I don't want to be. I want to be liked. Like anybody
you want to be liked.
And understood, you know.
But if it turns out to be that you're the villain, then it is what it is.
My mother loves me.
Oh.
So I don't really care. You check, like my mother loved me bad. Like it don't matter whatever I went through in my life.
Yeah.
Everything I went through in my life, cussing, she could cuss to high heavens. She get my back. That's you check? No, she gonna cuss, you know. And she gonna tell you you're wrong and she ain't not shit with you. But she ain't gonna abandon me. So if you don't love me, cool. And then when she passed, guess who loved me? My daughter.
Your daughters.
So, you know, I feel sorry for gay people who don't get your in.
They can get you in, just not the traditional way.
Who don't?
Oh. What about the other two parts that you have in your bio? Survivor and manager.
Well, obviously I'm a manager, right? But the survivor part is just like, man, you have to survive where I come from and where I come out of. You know, when I was young, I didn't know my father was on crack until he went rehab. You know? My father had so much love in the community and people that respect him so much. It never was presented to me like that. And he never did it around me. But I remember living in a one-bedroom apartment with my father, and Maccabee had just come home from jail. So it's me, my father, and Maccabee. And then short time, sleeping from time to time. So it's short time at the time. I don't want to say he was homeless, but I think he want oil too. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on the camp with all the drunks and the bombs. You saw how my father playing domino over there. That ain't no normal life for me. Yeah. But I survived it and it gave me a lot of lessons in life. Because short time used to be a millionaire. You see what I'm saying? So, whole time, your mother and your father, people around you ain't on drugs, but they don't know nothing about wealth. But I around an addict, and he know everything about wealth. He see millions.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So it just have like a lot of different lessons and a lot of different things. I got a partner who just run for city alderman in Milwaukee. His name is Rehenio Boynes. He grew up with me in that same camp around them same people, and now he running for city alderman in Milwaukee.
That's awesome.
And what that experience gave him the ability to relate to all walks of life and understand everybody plight. So that's why when you see people who ain't like me that come up in the best situation, they don't really have personal skills, or they don't really understand the youth who kill Dirty Heart, or they don't understand the bum and the corner, or the woman struggling on Section 8, or the man who's struggling with alcoholism, because they never been. But a person like me, that's why I ain't as sensitive as most people, because from a young age, all my sensitivity's been tested. I didn't have a choice. I couldn't be sensitive. You see what I'm saying? So I had to survive that. And my own mistakes and choices that I make. Because I put a lot of obstacles in my own way. You know?
Yeah.
A lot of people won't admit that they put a lot of obstacles in their own way. They always look to somebody else to blame. But really, a lot of my obstacles in life, outside of childhood as an adult, I put it in myself. I put myself in it. You know what I mean? It's me make them decisions. It's me gamble and lose. And people just ain't really keen to admit failure.
Yeah.
They have to keep up that persona. That's why you see me like wild and my hair ain't out, because it's just like a reminder to myself, like, to be my fucking self, man.
You have to be yourself at the end of the day. So how is your mental health? Let's talk about that.
So, you know, right, before I moved here, I had a nervous breakdown. I was in a deep depression. My dad and them, I credit my dad. My dad and them used to, them when I was living in this building, I was living in this building, right? And they'll like walk over to me, and my house would be a mess. That's what come now when the room dirty, I'd be like, it's my fucking fault. They ain't clean people because it's my fucking fault. But I was being stoked in depression, just laying in a bed. They learned to cook because I was in depression.
Wow. You
see what I'm saying? So like this, my soldiers, and me seeing it like a badge of honor, because I feel like I fail them in that aspect, but at the same time, they show me that unconditional, like this my father. We gonna. They'll come, I be like just in a bed, comatose, and they be like, Daddy, you have to make eggs. And I be like, just crack it in the bowl and whisk it up. Put a fire on two. And then just play with it.
Yeah.
You know, I show them one time. And they figure a lot of things out, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I went through, I had to go psychotherapy, you know what I mean? Because I had too much expectations and no forgiveness of self, right? So what was really happening is like, one, I never wanted my children to be in separate households, and I did that. Because I didn't understand postpartum. I didn't understand nothing about women then, and me and my baby mother separated.
Yeah.
Which should have never happened. So that's my responsibility, you check? So that's one thing on top of you. You know what I'm saying? Then the financial burden. Then you know, just pouring everything onto yourself is what pushed me down. But what I found out is that's only really based on my perception. And my perception is something that I could change. So if I change my perception of how I looking at life, then I'm no longer putting a lot of stuff on top of me that weighs me down to put me in a mental state. So I would say now that my mental health it fluctuates. Of course, you have good days and bad days, but I'm more in command than I was when they were like 7. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Like I know how to get myself
out of it, basically.
Out of it, and I know how to look at things a certain way so I don't feel a type of way. People won't change the way they look at something. They want to feel a type of way and then have you feel how they feel. No. You have
That ain't how it'll work.
No, you have to change how you looking at it in order to change how you feel. And changing how you look at it don't mean you compromising yourself in it. Just being rooted in reality. You know what I mean?
Do you have like, okay, so what helps you right now with your mental health as far as, like, you have your daughters, of course. Anything else?
I'll be burning ganja. Nothing to do, me and my crew. I go roll a spliff in. Jim, roll one for your boy, you know. A little blend in it, yeah. Me cool out here on the side. I don't know, man. I see, some people that look at marijuana a certain type of way. Like, my mother, she hate marijuana. To this day, she don't care how long I've been smoking it. If my uncle, she hate it. Period. Drugs. She come from that time. It's drugs. Yeah? Tea. She hate it. But, and my father side of the family, man, it's just like a pastime. You know what I mean? It's like somebody smoking a cigar. You know what I mean?
Have you done edibles?
I can't do edibles.
Neither can I. I ain't even gonna lie. I cannot.
Quick story. I walk in and a white boy come in and he had a Rice Krispie treat. You check, I'm like, give me a piece of that Rice Krispie treat, man. Cause you know,
you know you wanted peace.
He like, man, Red. Alright, but don't eat all. Man, eat all your Rice Krispie treat.
You don't listen?
I know. No,
Neither
I don't.
do I. Because I gonna tell my story after.
So I eat the whole thing in them, man, girl. Driving home from, it ain't kicking. I had the doc telling him, man, that's jokey, fuck, you gonna get high. God, I driving home. I swear to God, I never turned the steering wheel. I had the steering wheel like this, and the car float home.
Oh
like when they turn the corner, I was like, they say, like I was so high. Never do edibles again. Ma, I lie. The next time I do it, I thought they were candy and pressure table.
Oh God.
And I eating it. And then I was like, how come these candy taste have this funny aftertaste? And I'm like, what are you doing? That's edibles. I don't eat like 10 of them. I just lay down on a couch there, just praying to God, please, just get me down and have this high. If you just swear and everything I love. I will go to church every Sunday and I will never do an edible again. Well, I never do the edible again, but I didn't went to church every Sunday.
Oh.
But, thank you, Father, for getting me down because I was high up there, my son.
Listen.
So I can't do edibles.
I was warned. I was told, don't eat too much of that. One time, I swear to God, I was stuck. I couldn't even move. Like, my body, the internal part of me was fighting so hard to get the outer part of me to move. I could not move. I just thinking like regular candy, and then I sneak off and went with it too. Like I some big shot, like I know what it is like doing. Listen, when I say I couldn't move.
Listen. That's drugs, man. I just give me my bamboo. Some nice, regular weed. Ain't even gonna be zap.
Yeah.
Blend it out really nice and I was cool. I'm burn my can. You know what I mean? That's what helped me too, man. That helped me just kind of like ease down a little bit and put me in like I could have thoughts and think a little bit and just, When I high, I don't even consider it being high, that just being a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And I mostly reflect on like my decision making and what get me in certain places, and smoking weed helped me make myself accountable to certain situations. Right?
Okay, well, like that's a positive.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like when you do intake weed, it makes you think on a level of like your brain would have never think about this if you were sober.
When I had bronchitis, the doctor was like, "Yeah, you can't smoke." I was like, "You want me slap everybody wrong here, man? I have to."
You think your patience level to be low?
Yes.
When you sober?
Yes. Now I'm more in control of it.
A man so proud to say he have bronchitis. Where somebody hide that symptom?
I get it, thinking.
He was just telling everybody.
Yeah, hey, you gotta let people around you be aware. And I get a little
inhaler.
I don't use it.
Let me ask you this: before they get by you, or when they get there?
When they get it.
You're a messing up.
Hey, he come at me one day, right? And you like, you got bronchitis? He don't roll a joint from your head. You have that joint. He was like, hey. You go catch it.
You get jokes.
I was like, no, in tuberculosis, you can't. Infectious. He didn't even care about that, you know, he just roam me.
He's very much like that.
He just give you the choice. He just give you the choice. Like,
you can have that one day, man.
Say. Yeah, like, what the thing is there? Yo.
So let me go over these posts. You ready?
Yeah, man, I go.
Okay. The first one, and I just want you to elaborate on like what it is you had mean at this time.
Yeah.
That word love, whole, no weight, where I come from. And then you put a VI flag. Now, when I read that, I agree with it. Only because I see how much hate it have in the VI, and I feel like everybody want you to do good, but not better than them.
Yeah. Yeah. It more so geared towards a lot of like street partnerships or ghetto partnerships or like just with your bedroom them, you know. They'll slime you, backdoor you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They just, if given the opportunity, you'll find out who don't love you faster than who love you. You see what I'm saying? So in the Virgin Islands, man, especially like when it comes to me and you and like just trying to grandeur thing, people will quicker find a way to not like you than to like you. They will find ways to think about why are you have opposing views than why are you have mutual understandings. You know what I mean? The love ain't what you think it is. It's conditional. You see what I'm saying? The love ain't, it don't show up in ways to grow the community.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if you look at Rock City right now, the love they gain is because they're in, from the community perspective, they're where they've reached to them now it's unreachable. But if they were still in that space where the community thought they could have reached them, they'd have tug on them, keep them down, talk about things that won't propel them, you know what I mean? Heavy criticism. How much is criticism? It's fine. Constructive or not constructive, because it's really how you take it in. It's not what the person criticizing you about, it's how you decide to
and how you moving forward.
And how you moving forward with it. But I don't think the love they in many places, like and on a bigger scale, like think about this. When were the hurricanes? 2017?
No, I think it was like 2018, 2019. I don't know.
No,
I'm not too sure. Probably it's 2017, 2018.
We in 2025. What high school look like?
The same.
You love the children?
I love the children.
They don't. They don't even have a high school to go to.
I know.
When I was going high school in Miami, I was so happy to go to school. Like, that was a place to be. My children them just tell me the other day, like, damn, I can't wait for school to start back. Wow. That's a place for them to go and congregate. In the Virgin Islands, when I was going to school, I was like, who the hell want to go to this broken down school? And it wasn't even a hurricane.
Yeah.
It looked dull and dreary. It wasn't nothing exciting about it other than I might see a girl or my friends.
They have started development though.
That's cool.
They've started it. It took them years now.
That's what I'm saying.
But at least it started.
Take that long.
Yeah, it shouldn't have. I agree.
The programs for children, they took those away.
They have 2 schools on top of one thing right now.
Right.
Concrine and Charlotte.
Right. The investment into the children to grow so they don't end up like Pana, who's 15 years old, killing dirty heart. We don't invest in those. So where's the love? What kind of love it is? It don't exist.
The love wishy-washy.
No, it don't. That ain't love. So it don't exist. You know what I mean? And if it do exist, it being overpowered by greed and hate. You see what I'm saying?
Hate for sure.
Yeah. That would be funny.
Hyper traumatized woman running around the VI looking for a good man. No, go look for a therapist and God.
Definitely.
Because you can't attract good men with that trauma. And if you do, you're going to run them and blame them.
That's facts. Go to therapy. Or wherever it is you need to go to get it's your again. The other day I do a live, right? And I see, I'm gonna start blaming single mothers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start like how woman is. If you're a woman and your mind fucked up, like you don't understand what's going on out here, I no longer blame you or your mother. It's your father. Your father supposed to be the one preparing you for what the shit really is out here.
Mm-hmm.
Not the fantasy, not the dream, not the however you think it should go, like what it really is out here. You see what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people want the world to be how they want it to be, which is cool, but forget to live in the world for how it actually is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So...
But it's on both spectrums though. Men and women in a VI are both traumatized equally.
Yeah, but...
Because I don't bring you trauma. Are you ain't healed? I don't bring you trauma while you pursuing the women of the Virgin Islands. Who knows what trauma they have? So it's an equal thing.
I agree. And I would want you to speak on it about men. I will listen to you because you're seeing me.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? You talking to me about other women, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm not learning anything.
Mm-hmm.
But you experiencing me. So if you and your talk show, I want to hear you talk about men and point out things about us. I will receive it. Now, some men won't receive it.
Yeah.
Just like how some women don't want to hear the criticism I give them or Kevin Samuels or whoever give them. That's cool. Ain't for them. But I will want you to talk about... I don't like men. So I'm not over here studying them.
Mm-hmm.
I just know them because I'm one and I'm around them.
Yeah.
I already know. So I could tell you. Like, for instance, right? I had a cousin. She looking for a man. Right? Cool. So the first man she had, she find him in Crush. DJ, I love you. You know I like to just use Crush because he's my boy. So, I love you.
Shout out to DJ.
Shout out to my dad. That's my real... DJ that called me on a random just to check out. That's my real partner, I love him to death, right? But you go to Crush.
Mm-hmm.
First thing first. You got Crush is sardines. Now you complaining about people squeezing your ass. What you in there for? You going back again for people to squeeze your ass and complain? Alright, problem number one. You find your man in the first one. Ain't pan out. You got back in it to find the second one. Ain't pan out. You got back in it to find the third one. Ain't pan out. Something wrong with you.
Yeah, I agree.
You understand what I'm saying? You afraid to go in places like me. I that pick woman that like socially above me. So they could kind of like force me to climb. So I think most women afraid to find men that either socially above them. See, easy to find a dude and crush him. If you fuck up, you could blame him. But see, when you find Kana out there not say get your shit together, all the money, war, highly intelligent, ain't making no silly mistakes that you used to. Now guess what happened? The magnifying glass on you.
Yeah.
You gotta go fix your shit. With a dumb ghetto man like Red Man, you ain't gotta fix nothing. I better than him. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, like, go elevate your mind. Yeah. And like, listen, when I criticize women, right, it's really loving her.
Mm-hmm. It's from a good place.
Like, I really want to be better. For you.
Certain things I could tell.
Yeah, but for you, because if you run into a man like me, you ain't got drag. Yeah. So I try to help you out. Yeah? Like, just listen. This is how you get this. I giving you the blueprint. Okay? So that's up to them. But that's what I mean. Who that got you the trauma the most in a relationship? The woman, right?
Women.
All right, then. So I telling you to go seek therapy.
Yes, it is our responsibility to like, okay, if we have the knowledge, then we of course need to choose better. So, like your example, she gone crush one night, boom, she find a man and they ain't work out. She gone back again a second time. The third time, okay. Like at this point, you should know it's not going to work out here. You need to go elsewhere. So I do think it's our responsibility to choose wisely. It'll be how we raised. Sometimes.
I see my uncle pick a bomb bitch once and I never pick a bomb bitch. I just gotta see he do it, you know. I don't need to go through that. I see it over here. to this one, I tell you all, yeah, like, I don't see enough women counseling young women.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I've been through that, man. Trust me, man. It's like in the woman community, we all have to show each other love, especially on the internet, and like defend each other. Instead of just saying, like, listen, mama, I hear you, you know, but dying it, you know.
Women don't like to take accountability, so it's gonna be very. It's something to work on though, especially in the VI.
She said it, not me. So, just want to.
But it's the truth.
It is.
Because I'm a woman and I don't like to take accountability sometimes.
And that's real. And a man could respect that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're like, see, man ain't dumb, you know. A man that allow a lot of things to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we ain't really into the complaining thing. So we allow things to go on. By the time he come around to say something to you, it reach a little too far.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then when we trying to hold you accountable, we know when you're running from accountability and you start saying kind of weird
Defense
shit.
mode one time.
Yeah, and that'll annoy us.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if we love you.
Mm-hmm.
Because why?
Yeah.
But I can take it against you. You think I'm telling you this to make you
and
feel
that's
small?
how it feel. That's how it feel.
Me?
Even though, no, but I just say in general, I think that's how it'll feel to women because we do go in that defense mode. But I think also though, we do know that you care. We do know that you love us. We do know that you want the best for us. It's just something that women have to work on. Just like how men have a lot of things to work on as well.
I lick your pokey last night and I telling you something today and you don't want to listen to me. That's crazy.
Okay, so what happened when we suck they can the next day go out and cheat?
No, that's different.
No, it's the same thing. If you lick her pokey today and tomorrow she don't listen to what it is you have to say, do you feel disrespected, yes or no?
I feel stressed.
So you don't feel disrespected? So
no.
Okay.
I feel stressed.
Why?
That's a good word to use.
No,
you best believe he had better find another word because I know you feel disrespected if your woman don't listen to you after you don't lick her pokey.
No, not disrespected.
Mm-hmm.
There's other things you could do to make me feel disrespected, but she's stressing me out right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not disrespect.
It's not disrespect. You're just like, shut the fuck up and listen, okay? Because I'm telling you this
for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Okay? It's not to control you. It's like I want you to. You have to understand, you know, when I walk in the room with my woman and I go meet my partner, he gonna judge me based on you.
Yeah.
Period. How you moving, how you thinking, how you talking, what you into. That's just the reality. That's how men that do business. It's just real. You're a status. I ain't glassing over cheating or I ain't making cheating like okay. But that's a nature thing for us, my girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's like a weakness. That's like we succumb to nature.
Yeah.
Okay, like if I make a commitment with you, then of course my mind has to be strong enough to suppress my nature. That's me not suppressing my nature. And you feel disrespected, so it is disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you that we didn't do it to disrespect you. If I talking to you and you know I right and you over here being fucking difficult because you don't like accountability, I could consider that this because you know.
Yeah.
Like you're now doing that on purpose because you don't want to take accountability. So I'm making one more than the other because
of course.
One feel a way to me and one feel a way to you. And if it feel a way to you, then that's real.
Yeah.
That's how you feel. I have to acknowledge how you feel. I can't like just glass over that.
Mm-hmm.
But 9 times out of 10 when your man telling you something is he trying to upgrade your frame of thinking, your way of thinking, the way you perceive things so it don't affect you in the long run and you know how to move. Because in this world, you can't tell me that the world ain't built for black woman and black woman is the least treated and here it is I come trying to show you how to move in this world so you don't have to feel this way and you rejecting it. I just licked your pokey last night.
I understand. I fully understand.
Because like I tell you before, if you leave me, I want you to make sure you're more knowledgeable than when I met you.
Yeah.
Have more sense and understanding. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Because woman is really the most powerful beings on earth, you know. What again there was the programming that society give them. All this programming you get over the years is what pulling you in this box that you feel like you're in. to start calling things on the patriarchy and this and that. It's all of us receive programming. You don't want to get out of that programming. You want to stay in that comfortability. But that comfortability in the long run is going to harm you. So you don't have to be masculine. You just have to be aware.
Yeah.
And you have to be real about situations. And that's stay based in reality. And that's really a man that really be trying to like fight with you to understand. Like I get your feelings, you know. Like I get all of that. I understand all the sensitivity. But there's a reality here that I need you to really acknowledge and embrace. So then your powers could manifest.
Women, it's going to just take us a little time to like unprogram being emotional. Like, you know what it is? I feel like we'd be more emotional towards a situation instead of logical. Like I may be more logical to a situation.
We're both. So I emotional and I upset. But I ain't gonna allow the emotion to dictate my next step. My next decision.
Yeah.
What I going to do next. That going to lead to death or jail for me. For you, it don't lead to death or jail. That's how come I constantly do it. We know. Listen, when we get in front of another man, there's like an unspoken energy. Like, you gotta move righteous with the next man, you know, because it could lead to something. Like, you might know your husband could knock a man head off, you know, like, you know that, you love that about him, you know. Like, what? I know if anything push come to shove, my husband going to handle the business. But then you turn around and start talking to him crazy, like he's still in the same fucking dude that would knock your head off. Why? You understand what I'm saying? Because you don't have that clock inside of you that would tell you, like, this thing here could go in a certain direction. You see what I'm saying? So that's all it be. We emotional as well. So we that try to get you to understand, like, you could be emotional. You could cry. You could do whatever. I don't like criers, but you could cry. But don't lead daddy
determine the
decision or deviate from the plan that we have. We have a plan. We have to stick to the plan. Yeah, because every time we lay down in the bed at night, our mind thinking about this plan 24/7, you know. 24/7. Matter of fact, when you want to go on vacation, we think about the plan. When you say vacation, we'll be like, shit, the plan, let me see. Shit, let me see. Or they say, I'm going to slow up the plan, slow down the plan.
Yeah.
Going to cost us a month or two now, we behind. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how we wired. So, when I tell you, no, we can't go, the first thing, I want it to go so bad. Fine. Then we need you to be able to kick in that next gear. Okay, the plan. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it'll be easier to have a conversation and say, you know what, babe, I understand we have this plan. And I know this vacation might set us back 2 months, but I really need it.
Yeah.
Because being home here, just really throwing me off, and I need that.
At the end of the day, man and woman gotta come together to have an understanding.
Yes. That takes time though.
And work. A lot of work.
And most people don't want to put any time or work. As soon as they get fragile, they run. You know what I mean? And that's your prerogative, you know, but when you see why somebody else have, they work on it.
Yeah.
They work hard at it. They went through tribulations for it. So that's what I see.
Every time I ask a VI woman for impactful, engaging women to come on the podcast, they barely can come up with 3 names. Ask the same woman about men. She got about 10 men.
I just tell you what's real. I only really telling you what's real. I ask a bunch of women, like, which, cause again, bro, like, my mother is a principal. She just preached the other day. My grandmother is an amazing woman. And my aunt, them, for the most part, successful, educated. My grandmother only went up to the 7th grade, I believe, if that. You see what I'm saying? But all her daughter, them educated, well-to-do. My grandfather wasn't around, in and out. I seen once in my life. You see what I'm saying? To my mother, he's a great man. To some of my aunt, them, he's not. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I want to put women out in the forefront. I have a reverence for women, you know. I just don't have a reverence for your sketchy behavior, your whoring ways. Like, I'm going to say something about it. That's just me. But I have a reverence for you because I know the powers you possess. I've witnessed it my whole life.
Yeah.
Especially with my mother. My mother's a boss when she walk into a room, you know. My mother ain't worrying about if you get man or who's a woman or who's a femme. She's just herself, and she's a boss, and she's a stone. She know what she wants. She knows she moving. So I see things like from her perspective. So I want to project that out there. So I asked just to get a survey so I could go and scout people and ask them to come on a podcast just so their story could get out, because I know 60% of my fan base and my personal page is woman. And a few people, you know.
But if it were a man you were asking about, did I have a rasta? Yeah.
And a few people get mad about it. Oh my God. If he have to ask daddy, then there's a problem. Nigga, just say.
Yeah.
Why we going through all of that? If you pro woman and you want woman to get a spotlight, and I have one of the bigger platforms, why don't you just say who the woman I mean so I could put them on the platform so they could get their flowers? So you rather not give them their flowers and come tell me some dumb fuck about I should know? I don't. That's why I'm asking. Like, I know the woman I know.
Yeah.
Like, I have access to Easy, Sarah, Dana. Like, I have a plethora of women I have access to. But what you want me to just do those 5? It gotta be more than 5 women out there that are doing great things. You know what I mean? There's the obvious. There's the Monet, the Janisha. Like, I don't want it obvious. There's women in the community that do great works that are not in the spotlight. And I don't know who they are. I left the Virgin Islands when I was 17 years old. I haven't lived there since then. So I don't know. Just because you see me in the spotlight don't mean I know everybody. You know, no. Me, everybody know me. I don't know everybody. So I am here asking. No, the way I ask it, you could have a problem with that. But that's by design.
I know.
That's so it could reach. Because if you go on consortium page and they tell you the good news, they only get 1 share. A dead body or some woman in domestic violence or some man get raped or something like that, they get 300 shares.
Yep.
So obviously you, the community, have already shown me that you only like negative, controversial shit. So don't be mad at me because I use that to get an answer out of you or to get a reaction out of you. That's your problem. You know what I mean? I get the strings. Use a puppet.
And this is the last one. To be honest, are you? I can't stomach the fact that some whoring woman son going to be digging up in my data hole in less than a decade. No, let me tell you, when I see this, the first thing I said to myself, no, why he had to say it like that, in that way. Mind you, me saying that man don't think it, you know.
Right.
But I guess your bluntness do come across like vulgar in a way. So what was the thought process behind pushing posts when you write this?
That's real. That's like a real feeling. Like, my girl, that's like a real, like, I talk to my daughter them almost every day, right? On the phone, right? I see them growing up. You check? And I just be like, damn, it's getting to that time that everything I ever do to somebody else's child could possibly happen to mine. Because not that my mother was a whore, I don't know. I will have to tell me I wasn't around then. But her son was in somebody else's dad. So I know karmic energy and I know the cycle of life. And I can't stomach it. Like, I don't care if it's a reality or not. Like, I afraid. You know what I'm saying? I afraid for my daughter had to get broke. I know it's going to get broken. I afraid. You know what I mean? I afraid for them to even drive a car. Somebody T-bone them, the texting and driving. I don't know. Like, you just don't know. When you get children, your mind a race in every direction. No, you might not say it, but I going to say it out loud. This is my internet. It's ask me what I thinking. That's why I say, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it does that.
And I put my thoughts right there.
A lot of women were upset with you, you know.
Why? Tell me why.
I guess because it's how it came across.
How it come across?
It came across like that was something probably you should have kept to yourself.
Why should I keep it to myself?
You shouldn't have to keep it to yourself. You could this is the internet. You could say what it is you want. But from the comments that I was seeing, a lot of them were basically saying like you should have keep these thoughts to yourself.
90% of the women I think I should have keep my thoughts to myself, right? Most of them, and this is a short statistic, but let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
They get nudes and share it, right? When they get in nudes, they could have keep it to themselves, didn't they?
They could have.
But they didn't. But they ain't check themselves on that. But me sharing news, I sharing my thoughts about my daughter getting skin out from some young dude that like her. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you.
But you bring them here
Motherfucker, why
and they
want,
come in.
No, what I want is in vitro for
What's
you.
that?
Like I want them man take the spawn from him and put it in the egg and then put the egg in you. If somebody got put their knees to your shoulders and his sweat dripping on your forehead for you to make children, don't get no children. Matter of fact, that might be the only time I cool with them being gay.
I highly doubt you're gonna find out right away. It's probably gonna already happen and you'll be just fine.
No, I never going to know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I know from experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I never going to know. But I was only in a long hand type of way, just trying to say that I scared.
Yeah. So why you cannot just type I scared?
No, I get paid for the internet. So, you know, Facebook have a little meta thing where say, oh, you get 69 cents for this post. Now that post is $3, $10. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's a mix of both, you know. Of course, I'm going to try to ruffle some feathers. You know what I mean? Sometimes I try to figure out who really hate me, so I write shit to see, like, who I could see in the comments. Like, I don't respond to people, and I just leave them there. You know what I'm saying? Or the shares, I see the shares.
Mm-hmm.
But they all fake and weird, cause I don't be out in public, they don't say nothing.
It's true. So. But I think that's just like a VI thing.
Yeah.
Been dealing with it for years.
I mean, like, they could say how they feel. It don't bother me in a sense of, like, they're saying how they're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I would say something bothers me is that you're hypocrites.
Mm.
They're just hypocrites. Like I gave the example, they would share the dead body. They would share the nudes around.
I have a next one.
Mm-hmm.
You say
like the stepdaughter. Yeah. I was just making an metaphor.
Was that how you really felt though?
No. Being a step parent hard,
mm-hmm.
right? Especially if you didn't get them from super young, because I mean, as a father, like, we know that we're not going to be loved how we want to be loved. We know that, right? We know our duty comes first, and we know. But you want still to be recognized and understood.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easier for your children who you're raising to recognize and understand your role in their life than it is for somebody who you just come into their life. And now you have to, like, it's almost like an audition. So for me, I try my best to make sure that my children understand that these people are not auditioning for you. I bring this girl around and I tell you she's my girlfriend. You understand the rules and regulations around here. Adult respect, no disrespect. I don't tolerate that. I don't want her shit. This, my woman, I don't give a shit if she lasts 3 weeks and I bring another one around. That's the understanding me and my children have. But with other people, you just have to kind of like audition in front of the child and prove that you're worthy, and that fuck ain't really it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's that. No, because I do understand it from a standpoint as far as you just come around. So, of course, it's going to take time for a relationship to get formed. But it's going to still be the same. That's still your child.
So, why saying it? Facts. So, it's going to take time for you to come around and form a relationship with my daughter, Mm-hmm. But it ain't going to take no time for them to acknowledge and respect your word. When me not wrong, go sit down. Go eat this food. You'll never hear, well, my daddy don't do it like this. or my daddy that let me do this, cause they know when you come and tell me what they say or how they move, they got answer the bell.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, they know that. You see what I'm saying? But with you, you'll be like, oh, it take a little time. You gotta understand. It will only, you know what I'm saying? That's an audition. But guess what? When they kick in the door, suppose I got audition now to come defend you and your son and daughter life. Right? I got snap into it one time, right?
Well, I mean, every household different. Cause wrong here we know is respect adults, point blank period.
Right.
No matter who it is.
Right.
But I understand it from that standpoint.
Yeah. So, but I was just that pose really and truly was just like a fuck around pose. I 70 stepchildren. I take a picture. Well, my stepchildren was my ex stepchildren. All come in the picture. You know what I mean? Sit down with Santa. It don't matter. I love children. You know? You see what I'm saying? Like, I love youth and children. So but again, I come from a household apart. Teaching and preaching is the thing. You know what I mean? That's what your role is in a child life, to teach and preach. Preach and teach. That's it. Give them the wisdom.
Yeah.
So that's love. My mother never hugged me, never kissed me, none of them things when I was youth, man. Not that I could remember. She probably did. But not that I could remember.
Yeah.
But what I know for sure is how she loved me. She gave me a lot of knowledge and a lot of information and a lot of access to information. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My father gave me a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. So that's how I know love to be. And as a man, go get a hug from your mother. Least she come. When you fall along and you scratch your knee, man, oh my God, me. Your dumb mother's gonna tell your mother's gonna stop running up and down the fucking place. No, you see what I tell you? You see? Okay. Stop running up and down. That's love. Your love is, oh, jeez, come on.
Tough love from the man. And a more of like a nurturing love from the mother.
And that's the balance.
Yeah, it
because
does balance
here what's
out.
going on. She gonna learn how to be soft and gentle because you're soft and gentle. But she's going to learn when a man is teaching a child, he's teaching a child for when they turn 21. So if this his son, he's not talking to him only for the moment. He is talking to him thinking about the future.
Yeah.
When you're talking to them, not to say that you're not thinking about the future, but you're more concerned about this moment, right now, in this space.
Yeah.
So we could understand what you're doing. We just need you to understand that this force and this correctness that we're giving is not for now. That don't happen. You don't fall. I can't do shit about that. Poor bandit and your mother poor bandit. But hey, what's going on? Tie your fucking shoes. Stop running up and down the place. Okay, you have a track. You want to run? Go on track. Over here, concrete uneven. This is what happened.
Yeah.
Live on. That's a man. And once we recognize these things and embrace these things and know that both are beneficial and necessary, then the balance will be true. But I don't understand some mothers. I don't understand it because, hey, what? If it's only you and your son, only you and your daughter, that's the bond you have, it's going to be hard to, like, you know, you're going to be protective and you're going to want to make sure they're safe and mean too harsh on them. And that's just instinct, you know. It don't bother me. But if you want the male figure in the life, you have to allow him to be the male figure in the life.
I agree.
And know that it's different.
I agree. When you see controversy happening around your posts, right? Because obviously people going to either like or dislike the things that you say.
Right.
What do you think about that?
I'd be asleep.
It is what it is.
I mean, you can't be out there telling me I want attention and share my posts. You helping me. You know what I mean? Why I study? You share my post and say, why I study this, man? You helping me.
Yeah.
You comment and talk about it. You're helping me. I don't achieve what I want, which is a podcast. That's why you don't see me on top of social media as much. Because that ain't really a description and a reality completely of who I am. It's part of who I am.
Yeah.
I am a funny person. I do talk a lot of shit. But this here, when we get down to the nitty gritty, the sense, the conversations, this is who I am. So as this grows, this fades. So the controversy around it ain't really, it is what it is, you know what I mean? I always tell myself, they're talking about me talking about them. You know me, I don't know you. Your mother like me and you hate me. You're gonna grow old and love me too. You're just young and sensitive. I wanna be upset, your man probably cheating. He probably giggling at what he's saying and they're annoying you. It's a whole bunch of different shit. I go careless. You know what I'm saying? I don't read it, I might discuss it with my girl and I'll be like, oh, look at these people.
Yeah. But it don't have no effect on you.
See them at a VI picnic and they're just staring at you or looking on at the ground. So, you know what I mean? But it's the internet. You have to expect
that's how it
man.
is.
You know what I mean? Like, they talk shit about Diddy, they talk shit about Jay. You see them talking about shit about Jay-Z. Talk shit about everybody. I talk shit about people. So I can't be out there making fun of Kodak Black and then when somebody make fun of me being my feelings about it.
True.
I on the internet, I put myself out there.
Mm.
That's why, like, remember the one girl who come on the internet and tell us about the dude who gave her the STD and stuff like that?
Yeah.
You put that out there. We're going to dissect it and discuss it now. We didn't ask you what happened, you know. You went public with your private life.
Yep.
And now you upset that we have a difference of perspective about what you're saying. Because for me, it's like, all right, everybody know this dude. And most people know who this dude slept with. Not all of us, you know.
Yeah.
But if you sleep with three women have three friends, there's a community that knows who he slept with.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Those three women might not want people to know that they have a STD or they slept with a man with a STD. But here it is, we're calling you a hero for putting it out there. So you didn't care about them three women and their privacy. And they didn't want people to know their business. So that's what I would be saying. Not that I don't care that you have an STD or not that I don't understand your pain.
Yeah.
But I'm now saying, I'm watching. I'm an observer. I am a person on the internet just like you, watching your life. I know the things that come into my mind is, okay, well, what about the other people who didn't want their business out there? What about the girl who married to him who didn't want her business out there?
Married?
Yeah. Or getting trained with him.
A little bit of it. I really
but that's all I'm saying.
That's crazy.
So then don't get mad at me now because I publicly say something. This is public.
Yeah.
Okay, you share my news. That ain't public. You shared your personal information. I discussed it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't share my personal information for you to discuss. Somebody else did. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it's a hypocrisy.
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I can't control people being hypocrites.
Mm-hmm.
I could point it out, but I can't control it. I don't put my personal business out there. You don't know who my girlfriend is. You don't know what my life is like.
Yeah.
You know my children and me. That's it. And the reason I post my children so much and talk about them so much is because I understand that in the Virginians community, fatherhood seems to be a thing a lot of men run from. Most men run from.
Yeah.
And I just want to project that. Like, dude, it's cool. Like, being a father is really dope.
It is.
Like, it's one of the coolest things in the world. You know what the coolest thing about being a father to me is?
What?
Is that I didn't carry this motherfucker and they love me more than they love you.
What?
You check. Like, when I come in the room, I's the man. You see what I'm saying? You had that motherfucker for 9 months.
Really?
Yeah, man. I tell you, man, when a father feel love from their children, the man, trust me, the man, that fuck is like the biggest motivation in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You either go two things. I fucking up, I need to go harder. That's the only thing that'll come to your mind. You know what I mean? Like that. And here's the thing. We don't really know if it's ours or not. You know it's yours. You understand that kind of love? Like, you don't really know for sure 100% if this fucking youth is mine. Until I take a test. And if I ask you to take a test, you're going to look at me crazy. Like, what, you take as a cheater? So now we stuck in that space.
I actually agree with that, you know. I actually agree with men asking their women for a test. I don't see no problem with it.
No, I understand. But most women look at you like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know and I don't know. You don't want me to know too. But at this age, there's mine. So
we know there's yours.
Yeah.
They look like you.
I know a lot of youth in St. Croix that look like people. And there's that's the land of jackets. You know.
On a more personal note,
Yeah.
has Redman reached his goals, whether they be personal or within like your career?
So no, one of my biggest goals is to be married. So I ain't reached that yet. Career wise, the podcast is growing. I would say I say that's a moving goal post.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I have small goals, like I wanted to reach this, I want to reach that.
Yeah.
But it's it's unlimited. So I'll forever be chasing. But yeah, that's about it. Just like personal wise, the only personal goal I have is like my mother been married since I was 3, man.
Mm-hmm.
I know my stepfather my whole life. I love him. He know my father. They cool. You know what I mean? Like it never had a problem. I had a family problem, and I grew up with my mother and my stepfather in the house, running things, and it was smooth.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying some things, of course, as a child you don't like, but in hindsight, it was cool. So I want that for myself. I feel like I didn't get it to my children. So I want to do that, and I want to make another child so they could see that from the very beginning. So that's a goal that I have not yet achieved. And professionally, is just, keep growing the podcast. That's about it.
I love your first goal. But I is a sucker, I is a cancer. So
right.
I just is a sucker for love. I honestly don't even understand the mindset with some men as to why they don't desire marriage. Like, why is that not a thing? Is it not cool?
No, it is for all men. For most men, I know. The thing about it is it's fair. Man, Malikwa, you don't know if she love you until you go through some shit with her,
Yeah.
Like all that other extra shit she do, wash your clothes, I gotta do that myself. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What a man I want to know is if, like, when the building burning, when the ship sinking, when the storm rough, where are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how are you when that's happening? You know what I mean? You trusting what he's saying and how to navigate all this thing, or you bitching and crying about how difficult it is or how rough it is. That's really why it is that I be scaring a lot of men. And then on the other hand, a lot just immaturity, not can't keep your dick to yourself type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
do you think men will grow out of that though? Like, let me put it like this: do you think that at a certain point in a man's life, he will come to the decision of like, I gonna choose my girl before I choose to cheat? What do you think?
I think it's all from instant to instant.
Why instant to instant?
I think when you in a marriage, it will grow. He will grow to the point to that. But when you even in the first guy in the relationship and even first in the marriage, trust me. Listen, you have to listen. Let's just be frank right here.
Let's be frank.
You know how inside of a pokey feel?
I don't.
Exactly. That's it. You just don't know.
I don't.
Right. And if
that
you
must
had
be
ever
so
known,
hard.
Boy,
it must be so hard
you
to just
have no idea. You don't. I just being frank with you. This is the reality people are run from. Like, you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's nature. What you have to have is the
discipline,
mental discipline to keep it together. So that's why I say it's from instant to instant. You know what I mean?
That's understandable.
Because Shawty from Mommy Ju, who's like a 5, might come and drop her drawers for you, and you're like, come on, man, chill. Rihanna come and drop her drawers for you. Let's think. Let's pray.
It shouldn't be nothing to think about when you have a woman at home.
I know. That's how you were raised. Remember now, when I was coming up, small, pretty eyes, all the girl them chasing me in school, unbeknownst to my mother, when she gloating, oh yeah, all the girl them like him. That's reassurance.
Yeah.
That's building over time.
Building over your ego.
When you
too.
get wrong, right? When you get wrong, you pan at them. Who get the most girl? Who get the best looking girl? That for you is chastity. Who who hold out before they break the virginity the longest. You know what I mean? Who ain't a hoe. These are your porks that you get. So you're being trained already from young for this life that me and you want, you know. I been trained the opposite way. Meet you, and then you done ready. I gotta spend this time and training myself. Now you think that I supposed to untrain myself without a woman, but that ain't how it work. I have to have a woman to practice to keeping a woman. You never had to practice keeping a man. You done already set up and ready for that. This is not an excuse. It's just reality.
Yeah, I understand.
The excuses start when you decide to be in a committed relationship. No, you have no excuse.
Yeah.
Because you said that you wanted to do this. So now you have to work at it. You don't really have to work at that shit. You train to not be a hoe. You train to not have people look at you as certain. No, some women ain't trained like that they need her. We don't want them women. We just want to fuck them. But we don't really want to wife them woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The woman that you want is a constant growth with a man. Growing with your woman. You check? And the more you spend time with that, the more you go through things with that, is the more the man gonna be like, nah, I don't want to lose this.
Yep.
Ain't nothing like this.
That's true.
That's all it is. It's not, I ain't making an excuse for it. You know, wrong is wrong at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? You're supposed to violate your woman.
When do you think a woman will stop thinking with their feelings first? Or stop thinking unlogical in certain situations?
I honestly don't know. I don't have an answer to that question because I can only speak for myself. I still learning how to not be so emotional and think logical when it comes to situations instead of getting my feelings first. Right. Like, it's a very hard thing to do.
Yeah, so when we were young, it was hard for us not to do. When we get older and the consequences became real for thinking with your emotions, it became easier for us to stop thinking with our emotions. Because the consequences are severe. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we'd be like, you think he's my father? Yeah, because you acting like a child. So I'm trying to get you to not act like that. And then there's no other way for me to show you the consequences, because to show you the consequences is to harm you. I ain't harming you and I don't want you in harm's way.
Yeah. So
please just listen to what the fuck I saying. That's it. Like, I given you the cheat code. Why you not taking it? Like, if I went in school and somebody be like, "Red man, this is how the answer to the test." Of course. Why you want to go through? We don't want to see how you go through all of that. We don't want to see how you struggling with something that we know you don't have to struggle with. But we do understand that it's going to take a while to, just like I just tell you, you were trained a certain way, you have to undo it. This is where patience come in.
Yeah.
Right now, that's
patience will be 10, but
my patience is to just stop talking and walk away. Yeah, because younger me, I used to just be cussing my woman, man. Just cussing her ass up, cussing. I don't want. And first of all, I tired. I old. Second of all, I ain't working, and I don't want to be aggressive with you. So I just like, let me just walk off, because what I do that is knock your fucking head in the wall.
Yeah.
We fight it
but
out,
it's a
win or
difference
lose.
when it comes to your woman.
When it comes to your woman, I ain't no fucking woman beating another damn woman.
Yeah.
If you can't beat me physically, I ain't fighting. That don't make no sense to me. Like, I could win. Why would I even pick that fight?
Yeah.
It's not a challenge, so and you love the person. So you just really want to, like, you just have to have a lot of patience, man. You know
That's
what I mean?
how
and understanding that a woman needs certain things in order to even follow you and listen to you.
Yeah, that's true too. That's how these like when I see older folks and they be like, "Oh, we were married for like 20, 30, 40 plus years." Yeah. I know why, because I probably had endured a lot.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, I don't know if I'd a married woman like yourself or older woman that can't, like, I'd cuss my mother, I'd be like, man, stop that cuddling shit. You know better. Just cause she's a girl, don't cuddle. Like, keep it real with her. And let her know, like, it's a struggle. Like, it's a struggle. Like, other women have to go back and help these younger women understand, like, this thing that you see required work.
Yeah.
Okay?
I don't really see a lot of older women speaking to younger women.
Man, you will see an older man and like 3 young dudes around him.
That's true.
You ain't see no older woman with 3 younger women around them.
But a lot of the women too, they didn't make it to marriage. They made it to be, who knows, a baby mother or a single mother due to gun violence.
Yeah, that's true.
So the roots of the problem really start just by community involvement as well.
Yeah, that's real. I agree with you. Like I said, look, everybody have their issues. I just think a better community forces. Of course, when both of us strong, but I don't like victims. So anything that I could do to help a woman not be a victim or have a victim mentality, I'm going to preach that, push that, and try to give that, because I really need to understand how powerful are you is. Like, if I had a pokey,
you don't run the wall. Who run the wall? Red man.
I tell my sister, listen, you see how you in Juve stressing about, man, you gonna see me on a big fucking yacht in St. Thomas Harbor with a fat ass ugly white man, and my body gonna be in shape, and I gonna have no worry in the wall. Cause I have a pokey, and all I could talk about me for a while, but I ain't stressing about shit. It sound easy, right?
It do.
I tell you, as a woman, you can't
exactly
deal with that.
Exactly. And we's like emotional beings.
Yeah. We gonna figure it out, man. I have a lot of faith in us,
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we gonna figure it out. That's why I like that most of my friends them either in long-term relationships or married, right? Because that'll motivate you. Because like when you go wrong your partner them and they married and you married, you'd be like, what the fuck I doing? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck I really like? I gonna introduce Malikwa to this girl, and 6 months later I gonna introduce her to her next girl. You know what I'm gonna do? That gonna make her look at her husband like, you were this fucking hanging with this nigga, what the hell I had to be doing? You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that status like that, it is motivational. You check? So just
I'm glad that that's one of your goals. I actually commend you on that, because not a lot of men want marriage, especially from the
comments on this one.
If you could give your younger self any advice, what would it be?
Stay in the military. Do the right thing. If I were in the military up to now, I'd have probably been a fucking general or sergeant major. Just like with my mindset.
Yeah.
And just like, it's so, for a person like me, it's so structured, you check. Like, it's so clear cut and dry. And that's how I is. Clear cut and dry. You know what I mean? But St. Thomas and the street life are pull at me so hard. That gravitational pull was so strong.
Yeah.
And me, that the military couldn't save me from it. But it gave me a lot of discipline in a lot of different ways. And how to structure certain things and how to operate in certain ways. You know what I mean? Like how to go about something. So I think if I had to give my younger self advice, it would have been, don't fuck that up. You know what I mean? Just stay the course. Because I was good at a PT stud. I had my PT badge. You know what I mean? Like, I just was wild.
Yeah.
I was from ghettos. Like, wild. It's like you take a criminal and just put him in the military. And it was like, I just thought about every way I could have circumvented rather than how to make it work for me. So now I know, like, I don't circumvent things. I just make it, whatever's presented, work for me. We get in a car accident. This old woman hit me one time. A little love tap, Like a little love tap. I sit there right in the vehicle, like they say. And she come by the window and I screw it down. And she like, are you okay? And I was like, ow. And I stay right there till the ambulance come. And I get my money. That's older me. Younger me, I don't get out of your mother's gun. You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Carrying on with that old lady.
Right. So, it's just learning how to whatever obstacle get put in front of you, you have two choices: complain about it or find a way over, around, or through. No matter what it is, and 10 of them could come back to back. Don't judge yourself based on other people's life. Don't see he with a Benz and think you failing. Man, you don't know what a man went through for that Benz, and you don't know what journey he was on, and you don't know when it started.
Yep.
And how long it took him. You just seen it, and you just seen that he's the same age, and our life different. Keep your head down. Don't look left or right. Keep the blinders on. Stay in your lane. Do what you're supposed to do, and whoever's supposed to come to you, gonna come to you.
Yeah.
And if you put in hard work and you end up with a Volkswagen, that's what your work gave you.
It's still a car though. It's taking you from point A to point B.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I feel the same exact way. Like, if I could have do it over, I know for a fact this time around would be way better than my first time, because I went in with malice on my heart, trauma on my chest.
Running away.
Yeah. Trying just get off the island, went up there, and I ain't gonna say I completely ruined it or ruined that opportunity, because in the end it did end up working out for me. You know,
didn't take full advantage.
Yeah, I didn't take full advantage of the years that I was in.
Yeah.
But that's why we have growth and evolution, and that's how I know, like, people like us, we're going to make it.
Yeah, we have to.
I
mean, and making it is, subjective, but definitely. This is making it. Like, when you really think about it, you think we'd have been here under the lights like this, doing this. No, this is making it. No, we just got to make it to another level. You see what I'm saying? But we made it. We've accomplished things. And sometimes we have to sit back and take a moment to appreciate what we've accomplished. Especially coming from such a small place that where we come from.
Yeah.
And limited resources. We've achieved. And we have to appreciate that within ourselves and then continue to go.
Proud of you, man.
I know, man. I've grown up.
Proud of you. So now we're going to get into something fun. VI certified, my little game. You have to get it 2 of them correct. Okay?
I tell you, leave when I was 17.
It don't matter.
I tell you, like, I only grew up around ghettos.
It don't matter.
Okay, that's the... But I still the most authentic VI man out there, by far. I don't care what them Thomas brothers say.
Name the popular overlook where tourists go to see the entire view of Magens Bay.
Drake Seat.
Okay. Which legendary VI band released the hit song Horse Chip in 1990?
Jamban.
Okay. Good job. So as I could see, he's VI certified.
Last one. Do the horse chip.
Oh God!
You crazy? You crazy?
You're the real VI certified. You get up and bust the dance and all.
Yeah, and I was in Junior Calypso, and I was in the Clowns, and I was in Rising Stars. What else? Pal.
You ain't everything.
I played for Rebels, baseball, BD, Petros League. Like, come on, man. Yeah.
I gotta give Redman he flowers. God giving me flowers.
Survive Jelly.
I survived Jelly, my son. Jesus Christ.
Who is Jelly?
A rapist from in the ghettos. But really from Ras Valley.
Oh God.
I just want to throw that out. They brought that wave to us. But I survived him for real. Hey, listen, that time in the ghettos, when that happened, you know what I mean? And sad that happened to one of our bedroom, but that time they were like, ooh, don't go beside. You check? Jelly gonna hold you.
Oh God.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It was like, you're young and you don't understand it, but at the same time it was still scary. You check? Yeah.
Let her know who Jelly was attracted to.
Man. Okay. Little boys. Touching little boys. Luring them in with games and buying them stuff. And you know when you're in the ghetto and you ain't get that much. And your mother can't buy your Nintendo game and stuff like that, and jelly buy your things and
You know he in St. Thomas still, right?
yeah, he's still in St. Thomas.
And walking normal.
Walking normal, man. That's crazy to me.
That is very crazy.
With a group of young boys.
And that wasn't his first victim in the ghettos. I think he had some victims out in the East too before he ever come to the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do we love in the Virgin Islands? Can't be. As a big man, the last time I see Jelly was like by Lockout School, you know. I walk in the school like, hey, I know like Pana is like a notorious rapist, right? He right outside the school gate, like, wow, you know.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So,
but you know, in the VI, we lack accountability.
I know
and
disrespect
all
to his family, no, because I don't want nobody to think like the family is not him. You see what I'm saying? But the reality is the reality.
Yeah.
You know, violently rape children, not like some little touch molestation thing.
See, but if nobody hold him accountable.
I mean, the courts did.
So how he out?
Again, love. We don't care about rapists. Rapists go rape 10 people and get 5 years. A man get catch with a gun, you give him 10.
Very crazy.
A switch.
Yeah.
Not even a switch with the gun.
Yeah. Just a switch alone. And he get 10 years. But the dude who done raped 3 people already, he out walking the street amongst other children again. And acting like I don't know who Para is. Okay, cool.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure, man. First of all, I'm Mocktails Munchies' biggest fan, as you could see. I matching. Nobody never come and match. Virgin Islands till we die. Arrange. I the first fan. Put it like that. Yeah.
And I appreciate you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Respect.
Shout out to you, the podcast. You're managing your artists. Like,
Definitely.
you doing your thing. And I'm so proud of you. So proud of you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I say I'm proud of me in the comments too, okay? Yeah. Big up to Mocktails Munchies. Like, comment, subscribe.
Thank you. Make sure you get you Mocktails Munchies cookbook selling on Amazon. The link is below. And I will see you guys next time for another mocktail and another munchie. Bye.